Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be going over a list of all of the weapons in Apex Legends categorized and my opinions on all of them and whether I think they're good, bad, and what the good parts about them are and what the bad parts are about them are. So let's go. So first I'm going to be going over assault rifles, and first I'm going to be talking about the R301. In my opinion, I think this gun is amazing. When used at the right time, it can be literally OP, and you can switch between auto fire and single fire. Personally, I prefer auto fire, but single fire can be good as well. If you have a good enough trigger finger, let me just grab some more ammo quickly. If you have a good trigger finger, then this can be devastating on single shot as well for longer range fire. Like that, although it is a bit inaccurate. Now, the auto mode is, in my opinion, better, but if used at the right time, both can be amazing, and I just personally think this gun is amazing. On to the next one. Now, next up we have the Hemlock Burst Assault Rifle and the Flatline Full Auto. Now, firstly, I'm going to be going over the Hemlock, and it has two modes, the burst fire and the single fire. Now, again, I know I missed all of those shots, I wasn't trying to hit them, but single fire can be devastating. Same with the burst fire, if you hit all shots, it can be, honestly, it can just annihilate. It has amazing longer range accuracy, and I think just the default HCOG that comes with it, it's not even a HCOG, whatever, the default sight, that's it, sight, the default sight that comes with it is just really good by itself. Now, next one is the Flatline. This can have two modes, single fire or fully automatic. Both are pretty good. I prefer I prefer auto fire, but both can be really powerful, and yeah, like the Hemlock, it's got really good single fire, rate of fire, and yeah, that's just my opinion on these two. On to the next one. So next up here we have the Havoc Assault Rifle. This, I don't really know what to think of this gun. It's good, but it can have its bad side. I'm not the biggest fan of it, is what I'm trying to say. But if you put a turbocharger on it, then that's where it starts to get good. The turbocharger attachment for it there, it's really good, and if you have it on, then it can be really good to use. Select fire, not so much. It makes it so the Havoc fire is almost like a sniper rifle, but it's worse than a sniper rifle because it does less damage. But yeah, unfortunately in training mode you cannot get attachments. So therefore I cannot show off the attachment. And this is the only gun in the game that actually can have two attachments. Yeah, so look at the top right, select fire receiver or turbocharger. But yeah, this is the last of the assault rifles, so now I'll be moving on to the shotguns. Let's move on. So first up, out of the shotguns, we have definitely, arguably the worst gun in Apex, the Mozambique. Honestly, this gun is really, really bad. Now, I know it seems alright because it hits 45s, but that's because it's hitting all three. See, if I aim only a little bit, it hits 15. See, that's just like, because if you're hitting all three shots, and hitting all, because if all 5 bullets hit, if all 3 bullets hit on all 3 shots, then it can deal some damage. But apart from that, it's got nothing good about it. The hammer point rounds can be okay, but I still think it's bad without them. So let's move on to the next shotgun. Next up we have the Eva 8 shotgun. I believe this shotgun, it's alright, and it has its ups and downs, but I think it can be really good sometimes. Now I know it says I'm hitting 28, but trust me, if I go up closer, then it can do more damage. So if I'm standing here and I hit, oh, that's not all of the shots it can hit. Say I'm standing here, it's hitting, yeah, let's see, 56. Then if I go up closer, because it's hitting all of them, it's doing 63 damage. But it can be good, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I used to enjoy using it a lot back in like pre-season, but apart from that, it's alright, I guess. I don't want to treat it badly because it can be a good shotgun. Now next up we have the Peacekeeper. Oh boy, the Peacekeeper. I think this is arguably one of the best guns in the game. With its consistent shots, constantly hitting for high amounts of damage, a close range shot, if I go even closer, does one. That's all I need to say. If you're that distance, you can deal that much damage. And look, if I shoot it all the way over there, it hit that target back there. But still, obviously, the drop off. But it is a lot easier to hit someone from further away with a shotgun than it might be to hit a fully auto AR. Unless you have good aim. Now this gun is honestly just devastating. And I believe that and this is without a choke, this is without the precision choke. With a precision choke, it's even better because it narrows the spread. It narrows the spread of the bullets, so they're all focused into one shot. Because as you can see, if I'm aiming like that, then it hits both targets. Now, because if you aim in between 2 targets, then it hits 2 of them. So I just think this gun is amazing. Now on to the next and final shotgun. Now last we have the Mastiff. The Mastiff is absolutely overpowered, dealing tons of damage from just a body shot. 108, and trust me, I know it can do more than 108. A close range body shot can do up to like 140 damage. I think it's 144 to be exact. 126, that wasn't all shots hitting, it's because I was hip firing. 144, yeah. It is absolutely overpowered, and genuinely I think it's just an amazing gun. And what's really cool about it, it can hit 3 targets with 1 bullet or 1 shot, and I just find that amazing. Now the only thing is, it is far from easy to find. It can only be obtained from a care package, and then it has to be the Mastiff out of the 3 care package weapons, so it is far from easy to obtain. Now we're going to go on to the next section, which is going to be SMGs and LMGs. So next up we have the Prowler. The Prowler is really good. It's a 5-round burst PDW, and it is absolutely OP. With select fire on, it can become fully automatic and become even more devastating. But without select fire, it is a 5-round burst. As you can see there, it says 20 after shooting, 15, 10, 5, 0 eventually. And then, yeah, it's just amazing. And now we're going to go on to the R99. The R99, oh boy. what more do I need to say than just this? It genuinely just shreds. If you're going close up, I believe I have building up damage numbers on, so let's just see if I'm point blank range. 216. That's enough to kill someone with purple or gold body armor. That is genuinely insane. Anyway, let's move on to the next ones. Next we have the Alternator and the Spitfire. The Alternator, my favourite gun in the game. Absolutely OP, genuinely, and with or without disruptor rounds is honestly overpowered. And it can do tons of damage and shred through a whole person in a matter of seconds. And yeah, that's genuinely all I really need to say to just prove how overpowered this gun is. Now next we're just going to go straight onto the Spitfire. Excuse my sloppy ass aim, is so bad, but genuinely I think the Spitfire is amazing, fully automatic. Does have quite a lot of recoil though, that's a downside that I'm just noticing now. So let's move on to the next and final two. We'll see you there. To wrap up the SMG/LMG and also EMG, we have the Devotion and the L-Star. The Devotion can absolutely shred. Let me just show you what it's capable of. That's all I need to show. Now let me go up closer just so I can hit all of the bullets. 612 damage. That's enough to wipe a whole squad with purple armor, or 2 whole squads without any armor. That is overpowered. Now the only bad thing, I'll just aim and I won't move the right thumbstick at all. I ended up going from aiming there to up to there. The recoil is quite a lot, so you know. Now we're going to move straight on to the L-Star. The L-Star is honestly amazing. It's another one of the care package weapons along with the Mastiff, and this I'll just show you it now. Now, it does have a special type of ammo, like the Kraber and the Mastiff, and I think that it's cool, it's unique, and up close it can devastate. Now, the only thing is that it does have a cooldown because it does get hot. Now just watch, it'll eventually heat up. Yeah, you can hear the little beeping where it goes did, and if you look at the meter on where the number is counting the ammo, it eventually fills up. But yeah, so we're going to go on to the next weapons now, which is the pistol section, so let's do it. So now we have the Wingman and the P2020, and I actually forgot to get ammo for the P2020, so let's just grab some of that quickly. I'm so retarded, but yeah, so I know that the Mozambique, if you look at it, it's actually counted as a pistol, but it takes shotgun ammo. It's with the shotgun, so I'm counting it as a shotgun. Now the Wingman, it's alright, it's not bad. Body shots consistently can do good for it. It can be a devastating weapon, especially with skull piercers equipped. Now, I think that it's just... The only thing I will say is the fact that it's just a bit... I don't know what to think about it. I like the Wingman, but it's just something about it makes me not like it as much. I don't know what it is, but now we'll move straight on to the P2020. Oh god, the P2020. Really not a good gun. Probably the second worst gun, coming straight after the Mozambique. Honestly, I think the Mozambique is arguably the worst gun, and the whole community of Apex can agree with it. That the Mozambique is complete shit. Now let's move straight on to the next pistols, because I really don't want to be using this anymore. Or the next pistol, because there's only one left. Whatever. I'll see you in a minute. Now the next pistol is the RE45, and this is wrapping up the pistol section. It's not that bad. It's also not that good though. It shares the same type of special ammo as the alternator disruptor rounds, which, if you didn't know, increase shielded damage. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about this gun. It's nothing really that special, to be honest. And let's move on to the next guns, which I believe are the snipers, which is the final ones. So let's go. Now, to start off with the sniper rifles, we're going to use the G7 Scout and the longbow. The longbow, OP. If it's OP by itself, but if you use it with skull piercer rifling, it's even more OP. And in case you didn't know, skull piercer rifling makes it so you hit extra headshot damage, and it's genuinely overpowered. Next we have the G7 Scout. Sorry that all of these are loud. I mean, they are snipers, so what did you really expect? But yeah, the G7, it's good. Honestly, the G7 can be really good, but it also can not be really good. Yeah, honestly, I think it's really good. People doubt it, but I think it can be a really good weapon if used accurately and well. Like that, and then to hit a good shot like that, and... Sorry, that. Nope, okay, never mind. Bro, I'm so bad at no-scoping. There we go, okay. Now, let's move on to the last snipers, which I believe there's only 2 left. Yeah, should be. So, let's move on to the last and final weapons on this list. Now, to wrap up the final weapons, we have the triple take and the Kraber. The Kraber, oh boy. The triple take... It's okay. I'm not really a fan of it. But the reason, you'll see it when I'm shooting it, you can see if I shoot it somewhere there, that it fires 3 shots. Hence the name, the triple take. And the reason that it can have the precision choke attachment is so that it narrows the spread of the bullets. So instead of firing them all in three different lines, it fires it pretty much in one straight line. Now we're just going to move straight on to the Kraber, which, I mean, it's the king of snipers. That's all I really have to say about it. It's just OP. Just one shot of these can kill someone with no armor. Someone with grey armor will be on 5 health if you hit them with this shit. If you headshot them, then there's no way that they're living. Put it that way. Genuinely, like, there is no way that someone can live from a headshot Kraber shot. And it is so overpowered, but so noisy. And genuinely, I think that just scoping in setting up on a little tower like up there, or like a little rock, can just be the strat to victory. Really, it's so OP. But anyway, I'm gonna thank all of you for watching this video so much, and yeah, if you made it to the end, just write in the comments I am dead. Yeah, thanks for watching.
This is where it ends.